Hello. Test, 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 test. Bing. Okay, hello everyone, this is Kasadie Stamps. Bing. Yes. Yes, hello everyone, this is Kasadie Stamps. And welcome to another, live stream on the ToonCraft server. Stream starts at, does it start? 2:30. I didn't realize the game would start that quickly. Pin. Yes. That's number wang. What's number wang? And of course on my camera account it says, stop being reasonable, this is the internet. Anyways, check this out. Ooh. Is a new icon going to be a theme for every single update? Ugh. I forgot to change the background. Oh boy. I can't believe I did that. A bing. Yeah, let's just turn my... What do you call it? Also, another thing. Check this out. Isn't that amazing? I mean, true, the particles... It would still be best if they weren't there. Especially since they still... Actually, they're probably even worse for video quality. But we now have 32 by 32 high definition whatchamacallums. Hold on. Dot Minecraft. There it is. Okay. Resource packs. Faithful 1.15 assets. Minecraft. Textures. Not environment. Font. No. Entity. Yes. Anyways. I completely forgot about that. Ugh. Extract all. Yeah, we'll just extract it to the downloads folder anyways. Another thing I've realized. Why? Why did you have to change? It was perfectly fine the way it was. Okay, the leaves are still opaque as an item. Oh. The double ones are perfectly fine. It appears to just be the single ones. Okay. Why? Also, what the crap? 3 FPS, 1529's okay. Don't go back down. Don't. And of course, we still have some time left before. Okay, there we go. Minecraft textures entity. Let's... I don't understand here. Open a new window. Fifth 1.15 assets Minecraft textures entity chest. Yes. Because they flipped it around. Hold on, actually. Hold on. Okay, doubles are actually faithful, so... Oh. Let's... Hey. Cancel. Anyways, we should probably actually... F3T. Now let's see if that worked out in our favor. Nope. Whoa. I guess we just can't have the... Yeah, I guess it just does need to be the left and right texture files. I mean, calling it double was perfectly fine. I don't know why they needed to change that. However, there we go. It looks normal again, and... Did that even change? There we go. Anyways, it definitely is night now. And now I can actually see chat again. Wait. I've forgotten to do something. File Explorer. Which, like the desktop, is run through Windows Explorer. Yes, Windows Explorer is the program responsible for your desktop, actually. It allows your desktop to exist. Without it, it would just be... Well, actually, back in Windows XP, without it, it would just be your... Whatchamacallit, your wallpaper. That's what it's called. Your desktop wallpaper. However, they don't even have that anymore if you are not running Windows Explorer. Yeah. What's it? Windows Explorer is like Finder, except for Windows. Yeah, on Mac, if you don't have Finder, Finder is what runs your desktop on Mac. It also allows you to search up files. Have you ever noticed any Mac users that if Finder quits responding and you relaunch it, that your desktop disappears for a bit? Yep. Because relaunching it is something that you do with a... Well, relaunching is a function that you can do with Finder if you're on a Mac. And on Windows, if your computer does not... On Windows, if you... Oh, look at that. Ugh. Ew. Help. Why is the FPS always so bad? To be honest, it's probably not on my end. This is... Yeah, I do not use Optifine. I do not ever plan on using Optifine. Really, I see no reason to. I've always been able to get Minecraft to run without using Optifine. And it also hasn't been, it hasn't been, say, 5 frames per second the entire time. There's a message that says, listen to acapella. Yes, indeed, a message that says, listen to acapella. Hmm. Ooh. 33. Let's just say, though, that without this... Ooh. That is bad. What was I saying? What was I saying? Something or another, but nothing. Well, we do still have some more sandstone that we can just clear out. We will definitely be doing that. That's right. Okay. Let's start recording. Photography is a form of art. After all, have you ever seen a professional photographer that uses a point-and-shoot camera? Yeah. Honestly, the thing about point-and-shoots is they the most basic digital cameras, unless you count webcams. However, what I mean is the most basic standalone digital cameras. and sure, while you can get away with using a point and shoot as a hobbyist, you most definitely cannot as a professional. Yeah, every single professional photographer uses either a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. What are they? Mirrorless cameras, relatively speaking, are fairly new when compared to the other ones. Honestly, SLR cameras have existed since before the days of digital. Yes, there were film cameras that were SLRs. They weren't called DSLRs, though. SLR stands for single lens reflex. The D stands for digital. So yeah, a non-digital SLR would be known as an ASLR, analog SLR, or an FSLR, film SLR, or film single lens reflex, analog single lens reflex, and DSLR is digital single lens reflex. Of course, what reflex means, it does not mean reflex like if you touch a cactus, you pull your hand away as quickly as possible. No, that is it. What it means is reflection. It uses a mirror. Of course, what the mirror does, it allows you to use a viewfinder rather than just a I did not realize I was that low on durability. Well, yeah, it allows you to use a viewfinder rather than just a using the screen. Which, of course, in the days before digital, did not exist. But yeah, the mirror allows you to use the viewfinder while at the same time use the whatchamacallit. Well, the mirror allowed you to use a viewfinder. The mirror allowed you to see where you were pointing through the actual lens rather than, through a pass-through viewfinder like the old point-and-shoot cameras had. Yeah. Digital point-and-shoot cameras don't have a viewfinder. Ones did not allow you to. Anyways, it is very, very late. I am probably going to die. And of course I do not have the bed. I don't think I even brought. I kind of think I left the bed. Or I took the bed with me and then did not bring it back with me. Because, this is a new day. Let's just not let our boat get shot to death. Boop. There we go. Now we can do a little bit of a third-person time-lapse of this. Come on, Tabby. Oh my gosh. Magma blocks. However, yes. Oh. I have just realized something. This entire time we haven't had any desktop audio. Anyways, is this... Oh dear. Oh, what? What? Hold on, I need to check something. Yeah, it looks like everything... Looks like everything on the tubes is actually malfunctioning. It says YouTube's online. Okay. Ugh. What the crap? Well, it appears that I need to go do some troubleshooting, except I'm totally not going to do any troubleshooting. YouTube. Okay, that's working. Well, it appears that while YouTube is being a jerk, we can... Thank you. Yes. It appears that we have something going wrong with YouTube. Yes, it does. It does seem to be the case. Well... Stream resumed. Now let's see if we can get it to work. Please say you're going to work. It does... A boop. It does not look like it's working. Okay. Twitch still says it's sending data. Ways. What happens if I switch? My accounts. Still looks like it does not work. Yeah. So it just appears to be a problem with YouTube. And of course now... Okay. Let's see. It might just have to be a... It might just have to be a Twitch and Mixer stream. It might just need to be... It's not just going to be a Twitch and Mixer stream, it's going to be a Mixer only. Because it appears to be going. It just... I just can't play it back. I cannot play it back. Bing. I cannot play it back. I'm trying it on my laptop. I don't think that's going to work. Yep, it is not working. I simply cannot play this back. Oh, hey. Yep. $10. 5D. 5 days. Anyways, let's... I've just realized. A Bing. What the... Oh no. The quick mod is gone. slash... Oh, how do we delete messages now? How do we delete individual messages? I don't like that. Dang it. Refreshing is not what to do. Okay. Yeah. There's not any more quick mod.
Hi. Chat.
Dang it. Dang it. I can't play it back. And, need to see something. I wonder if I can even play it back. Okay. Well, considering that I can't play it back on any instance of YouTube, I assume it's on their end. I would assume it's on their end. Learn more. An error has occurred. Playback error. Tap to retry. Connection to server lost. This video is unavailable. It's definitely not my internet speed. Yep. I have all of them open. It is most definitely not my computer. No, I am not ever using Chrome. Plus. Yeah, I'm never ever using that again. Plus, it's not working on this app. I got a stupid ad. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Well, anyways, it looks like we have Let's stop that. Let's also... Yeah, let's also just stop. Or let's also just stop worrying about it. If worst comes to worst, we might need to reset the stream key. However, let's just start this. What do I need to go to my storage system? That's what I need. Because that's where I have the iron. The irony. Unless I might have some... Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, we've got none of that rubbish in here. This is... This, however, is not any of that rubbish. Okay, much better. Let's just go here, and if we go down... Yeah, there we go, we just got hit. We just got hitted. Hitted. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 21. Okay. We should be able to make 2 of those from these. Do we have any more sticks? I mean, we have another pickaxe. Another pickaxe is definitely a good thing to have. A boop. Let's record. Yeah. Yeah, let's record. Recording is a very, very good thing to do to keep my mind off of this rubbish. You know. Yeah, while the old Edge Legacy tended to be crap, just like its predecessor Internet Explorer, when they switched to Chromium, oh boy. I instantly... I fell in love with it like that. I fell in love with it like that. I hope that came through, because it's not showing up very well in the meters. And you know, the meters the meters do tend to have a limit to how fast they can go. Yeah, drumming on it like that. That might not. That might not be. I probably shouldn't be drumming on the microphone like that, but oh well, what the heck, who cares? Just remember that you do need to just remember not to knock over your microphone stand or knock the microphone out of the stand. If you're wondering why I said that, I actually did that. I do use one of those clamp type clips, which, you know, they're the kind I prefer because they're a bit more universal. Anyways, let's get out of this hole. The hole is a bit too deep to go into. Of course. Of course. Let's just go here. Let's also start recording right then and there. Let's do some first-person stuff and things. Yeah. Oh dear, that is actually on the layer below the one we're actually supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be doing this one here. This is a much better thing to be doing. Let's just stop the recording. A boop. I remember the days before you got shown the recording time in, Slobs? Streamlabs OBS. And so you never knew how long you had been recording. I'm so glad they changed that. Can I record in Streamlabs OBS? Yes. There is a record button. You click it. Oh goody, I do still have the bed here. There we go. Jeez. Do you remember the days when you could fall into bed and then sleep to wake up? Or fall into bed and then sleep, only to wake up and be greeted with death. I mean, technically that is still possible, but because beds do absorb some of the fall damage, and also what was I saying? Oh yeah, because beds absorb some of the fall damage, and also because you need to be literally right next to them in order to use them. You can no longer sleep in them properly. What am I saying? Well, because you can no longer... Well, it is a lot harder to do. You can't just hold right-click, because that is impossible to get right. Also, I'm not sure if you need to be falling from a higher height. Not sure if sleeping actually cancels out the fall damage absorption that a bed does. I would think so, but maybe not. Maybe not. Yes, no, definitely not. Oh good, we have been recording for over 4 minutes. 13, 12, 11, 10. 10, this is much. New pick. And also my daily PSA. Do not use condenser microphones when you first start out. Do not use condenser microphones when playing video games. Instead, you will want to use a dynamic microphone. When first starting out, your cheapest option that I know of is the Samson Q2U. If you are not using it with an audio interface, which of course when first starting out, you probably should not be using anything that requires an audio interface. When first starting out, the Samson Q2U is your cheapest option, but there is also the Audio-Technica ATR2100 USB and Audio-Technica AT2005 USB, which are negligibly more expensive. And of course, I say those are your cheapest options because, well, to be honest, well, you could get microphones for cheaper that plug into the microphone jack. Never, ever, ever use those for recording. I mean, okay, you could get away with it when first starting out, granted, but also all of those that get a decent signal level out of them, those ones are those ones are condenser microphones. For example, my Audio-Technica AT3350, the lavalier microphone, that one was that one was indeed a condenser microphone. I have no idea why I decided to start out with that one. I think I might have just searched up. Yeah, I believe what I did was I searched up microphone on Amazon, and that one was the one that came up. And the reviews looked pretty good as well. I will say, though, that it does degrade over time. Yeah. Basically, mine does not sound anywhere near as good as it did when it was new. I will say, though, that generally speaking, when they're new, they do not. 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. I will say, though, that it was $30, so it was still super cheap. Actually, it might have been even less than that, actually. 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, it was $30. However, just do not use do not use a condenser microphone when first starting out. Never, ever, ever use a condenser microphone to play video games on. You can't play video games on a microphone to play video games with. I totally forgot about this third pick, didn't I? Yes, I did. Also, another thing, for podcasting, yeah, generally you do not want to use a condenser microphone unless you have a very treated room. And also, if you absolutely cannot accept the microphone being in the video frame, just don't use a face cam. If you would rather not have it in the video frame but would be perfect. If you'd rather not have it in the video frame but would be perfectly fine with it being in the video frame, then yes, use a dynamic microphone. However, if you would rather not have it in the video frame, however, if you absolutely cannot have it in the video frame, just skip the face cam. It's more important that the audio sounds good than you having a face cam, especially, I do live streams with face cam, but I also tend to do fun things with it. Those fun things are not as important as having good audio. Yes. Hi. Thank you.
Thank you for the sparks.
Thank you for the...
Oh, thank you for the sparks. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the African American History Month sticker. It's in the shape of an Xbox controller. Because, Mixer, Microsoft, and that sort of thing. Anyways, hi. I'm just, collecting sandstone for my storage system. It's the frame for the storage system. That's what I'm building it out of. What's up with you? This sandstone is evil, though. Ugh, I always hate it when there are blocks in between like that. I mean, things like this where I can actually jump over it, I'm perfectly fine with. However, you see how I can't jump over that? I hate that. I hate that so much. Oh, look, it's getting night. Of course, I'm the only one on. that is very, very, very good. Let's get up. And then go shreepy. Because shreeping the night away, or sleeping the night away, it will protect you from the dangerous monsters that inhabit the night. The dangerous monsters that inhabit the night, because... Actually, when is that TV show from? Or is it even a TV show? I don't know. I might have just said something completely idiotic. However, yeah, building the wastelands it does tend to be pretty intensive. Okay, these guys are coming out. These guys will also come out. Yeah. Oh, yikes. I did not realize I was doing a dumb there. And breaking the completely wrong blocks. Yeah, that's what happens when you get deep down into the sandstone. It starts to become not worth it. 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Yes, 30. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, and this is number 20. Yes, I have 20 durability left. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 15. Okay, that's good. 14, 13, 12, 11. It is indeed 11. And number 10. Numero 10. Stop recording. Boop. Going to first person this bit. Oh, we've got Streamlabs saying to subscribe to / follow my channel. Recording. Ooh, I have unlocked the gray bed recipe, or the light gray bed recipe even. Pig, die. Oh, we have got the Patreon and donation links, or, well, the Patreon or donation link. Ooh. Those guys clearly do not belong there. Let's just get those. Oh dear. 5. We have 5 durability left on this. That's dingosotic. Yeah. Yeah, that sort of thing with the floating grass does not happen on here. It does happen. Yeah, even here. It's not. We don't have any of that floating grass. Ooh, Booger cane. Let's be sure to eat before diving back into the game. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Nightmare fuel right there, ladies and gentlemen. Nightmare fuel right there. No. There we go. 12 durability. Pig. You will now get deaded. You'll also get deaded, and so will you. Roses are red, violets are blue. You will get deaded, and so will you. There we go. Got that guy. Look. It's another one of those white guys. One of those white sheep. I will say that pink sheep do have a chance of naturally spawning, but they are so incredibly rare that you are most likely never going to see one. You used to see them all the time, spawned naturally in Minecraft, but now they're way more rare than they used to be. Way rarer. If that's even a word. My frame rate does not seem to think it is. Okay. Well, yeah. Ooh, there we go. Back up. It has gone back up. Yep. That one has been cleared of any floating stuffs. Do you ever wonder how long that's actually been a thing? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that hasn't been in the game since the beginning. You light gray guy? You will not live. The other white sheep will live. The light gray sheep did end up getting killed because because I don't have any instance of 3. Did that pig actually drop anything? Because I'm pretty sure they are supposed to drop everything. Or I'm pretty sure they're supposed to drop at least something. At least one bit of... Okay, we've got the bleating sheep. Isn't that cute? But it's wrong! That brown sheep can survive. Simply because I don't have any room for any brown wool on me. Oh dear. Oh, flippin' dear.
No. No.
Why now? Why? Anyways, I think the ring actually begins further along. Let's just get myself some. Okay, we have 25 pieces of pork. And as you know, pork is delicious. And beep 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 beep. Yeah, let's just go here. Let's see if YouTube's ready. YouTube's ready! I can watch it again. Yay. Oh, dear, I hate those. I hate those magma block patches. I absolutely hate them. With an absolute flippin' passion, actually. Anyways, I believe I can see where my base is from here. So hold on, let's actually go around this way. And then... Oh, look at that! It's cool. Now, in facing the same direction as the water, you do kind of get this cool effect where the... I wonder how it looks. Okay. It also looks pretty cool in what's it? Regular mode. And one thing I can say is I wish there weren't any Zed fighting with water and the ice. Yeah. Remember the days when you couldn't see water through ice? Or ice through water? R.I.P. those days. Do. Let's just get... No. Nope. 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 What am I doing? It's obviously not here. Okay, we've now got it over... We've now got this segment over 3 minutes when fully sped up. Oh, look at that. There are polar bears on the roof. I guess that's a disadvantage to being the Ice King. Okay. Well, let's not go down like that. Let's not go down like that. Let's get enough iron to make 4 new pickaxes. $36, but that's 2 less than last year. No. Yes. Yes. And that'll give me enough of these to have all the pickaxes in the world. No, seriously, that's enough to have all the pickaxes in the world. Is it not? Oh yeah, it's totally not. Also, they say every mistake you makes you a little bit wiser. But if you're this age, you realize that's totally false. That is true, because it is actually true for everyone. Because it is not in human nature to learn from one's mistakes, actually. It is not in human nature to learn from one's mistakes. You know... Back when oh dear. Back when back when they made the thing. What? Oh yeah, back when your survival depended on it, then people tended to learn from their mistakes. But in this day and age, people tend not to. Yes. Okay, we are over 4 minutes. We are actually over 4 minutes and 15 seconds. We are over 4 minutes and 7.5 seconds. Or sorry, not 4 minutes and 7.5 seconds. Jeez. We are about to be over 4 minutes 30. Yep. Just hit that point. Just past that point. There we go. That is... I am so glad that my microphone has a kill switch on it. Oh, sun's going down again. Of course, we are also almost at 5 minutes on the first-person time-lapse. Okay. FN F1. And there we go. We no longer have chat up on my third-person time-lapse screen. Yeah, the third-person time-lapse definitely looks cleaner without chat. Sadly, with a first-person time-lapse, it's not really something I can do. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that may actually be the bad plug, or bad outlet. You know, American outlets, when they're new, tend to... Well, the plugs tend to stay in them well when they're new. They also tend to wear out quickly. And when that happens, the plugs no longer tend to stay in them. They tend to suddenly fall out. You know. Stupid. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now let's just go shreepy shreepy. And of course I went to bed. Honestly, I wish you could actually just disable the chat entirely in the entire video. You know, just turn it off for the recording segments, but oftentimes that really does not work. Now, is it survival or is it creative? It's of course survival. Yeah, just turning it off for the recording bit, that would just be too complex. Too complicated. Turning it on for the on? Yeah. Turning it on for the recording bit is... well, generally does tend to be a good idea. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Ignore that last bit. I have no idea what I was talking about. I was just rambling. But yeah, I do wish you could just turn chat off for while you were recording. The video would look so much cleaner. Whereas with chat on, I can tell you, at the very least, you should have chat turned off for the third-person time lapses. And actually, to be honest, having the HUD off also looks cleaner, but you can't really do that. You can't really play with your HUD off now, can you? I mean, yes. Yes, you can point to the no HUD challenge from Stampy and Squid. I don't care. It was a challenge, which is why challenge is in the name. And they are also way better at playing Minecraft than I am. I can tell you that I play at the sensitivity known as hyperspeed, aka really high sensitivity. Yeah, basically I made a sort of a tightrope course in one of my worlds that involved turning the sensitivity all the way up to hyperspeed. However, what happened instead was I ended up leaving the sensitivity on hyperspeed one day, and then I just got used to it. And now I can't play with now I can't play with my sensitivity any lower. Really. It's just become that bad. And the Logitech M510 does have a fairly high tracking speed, at least, when compared to my old mouse. But my old mouse was an ancient ball mouse. It was the Logitech Mouseman Whale MCW47. I mean, honestly, other than the rollerball, other than the trackball, that mouse was really quite nice, actually. Oh, look at that. I have been doing the first-person timeless this entire time. A bing. Or a boop, I guess. Seven. Let's put that away. Yeah. I absolutely hate these ones where you have to dig. Where you have to DSD. Because, well, I don't expect there to be lava under there. What if there is? Yeah, honestly, what if there is? Another thing I will say is another thing I will say is that we were promised the ability to create even more customized, or to create worlds that were even more customized than the old custom worlds system. And then either Bedrock got it or they are going to get it. We haven't got it yet. And honestly, why? We want our custom worlds back. Seriously. We want them back, we want them back. We want them back. Okay. 16, 15, 14, 13. 12. 11. 10. And actually, before the, before the 1.13 snapshot, or before the 1.13 update was actually released, we weren't actually able to play those customized worlds at all in the snapshots. Well, we can't play those customized worlds at all in the 1.13 snapshots. Of course, in the 1.13 release and on up, we can play them, but they will just be normal. So, for example, if you have your sea level set to... Yeah, if you have your sea level set to... or set to something else, you will get weird boundaries where the already explored chunks end. I am kind of mad about that, if I'm going to be completely honest. Still. Yep, there are... Hello, Odioso? Yeah, there's some things I'm going to have lifelong resentment at Moying about. That is one of them. Stream mode says to subscribe to / follow my channel. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I'm trying to think about the other thing that I have said that I will have lifelong resentment at Moying about. Can't remember what it is for the time being. Yep, Patreon and donation links are also put in the chat. Oh, thank you for the hub hype. The sub hype. Jeez, I cannot English today. Oh, yeah. The donation link also has been put in the chat. Let's just go up. Let's eat our way. Let's eat our way through here. Let's go Shreepy. Shreepy, Shreepy, Shreepy. Shreepy, Shreepy, Shreepy. No one gave you permission to live. Thank you. And of course... Oh, and also thank you for the lots of stars. I did not see that. Sorry. You know it's hard to do that kind of thing. Especially when an idiot arrives, spawns in to ruin your day. I hate pillagers with an absolute passion. Oh boy, do I hate them. I mean, I'm not saying they were a bad addition to the game. I'm just saying I hate them. I'm just saying they're evil. And for some reason, despite that bug being in the game in 1.14, they seem to still not be willing to despawn when you go within despawn distance of them. I kind of do want to unleash a raid upon a village, but then I also kind of don't. Oh. Now let's just switch out shovels. Switching out shovels is good. Switching out shovels is definitely something you want to do before the shovel is done, especially if it's a diamond shovel. However, even if the tools are just made of iron, I still like to switch them out every so often because it does actually save on materials used to make the tools because of the 5% bonus. Yeah, the 5% bonus that repairing an item gives you. 5% durability bonus, to be specific. 7. Let's just get that wool back into my inventory. Also, yes, I do know that I am kind of looking down at the TV in order to see the hotbar, but still. Yeah, and of course, the angle affects the distance you can see, but on our TV, it does not affect the coloration. It can still it can still be seen from pretty much any angle, like one of those old CRTs. Seven. I will say, though, that it still has the lag that those LCD TVs tend to have. And yes, I'm pretty sure that all LED I'm pretty sure that all LED TVs are LCD TVs. Just not all LCD TVs are LEDs. But this LED TV definitely is an LCD TV. It does use a liquid crystal display. Yeah. Yeah, generally newer TVs this day. I'm not sure if anything even does use anything other than that. Plasma might be, but it also might not be no longer made. Not sure, really. However, I will say that, in general, most TVs in this day and age are LCDs. I mean, honestly, pretty much only the older... Only the old TVs are CRTs. Of course, we used to have plenty of CRTs. I will say, though, that dang it, 7, not 8. Yeah. CRTs don't have very good... CRTs do not tend to have very good definition. I mean, I will say... Apparently there were some of the... Well, apparently some of the newest CRT TVs, which are actually still quite old, but some of those actually were high definition. No. High definition CRTs, however, are rare, because most CRTs are older than that. Plus, it's also easier to make them not high definition. CRT monitors, however, do tend to be high definition. Yes, the monitors tend to be high definition. Or are they actually just standard definition? I don't know. However, I will say that they do tend to have a lot... They do tend to have way more pixels than 24 durability. They do tend to have way more pixels than those TVs. The CRT ones, that is. Ten, 24. I need to keep a better eye on my hunger bar, clearly. I will say, though, that at least I did get fully healed. 17 durability. VCRs are retro. They used to be. VCRs are retro. They used to be made back when they were made, which is back several million years ago. Yeah. I will say that I've heard that they still make the cassettes. They definitely don't make VCRs, though. 15 durability. Okay. That is where it... My pinky. Honestly, why is it? The control key is not that far away. It's not that far away from the WASD keys. So why is it that I hurt? I don't know, maybe I just need to stop. I just... Maybe I just need to stop this. To stop the sprint jumping so... Well, to stop doing so much sprint jumping. Let's just say that this is bad. Just get here. Yeah, and here's a good thing. Indeed. Anyways, what am I saying? What am I saying? I'm just going on a bit of a rambling. On a bit of a ramble. I need to stop with the ramble. Yeah, basically I'm losing my ability to speak very much. So I just need to start doing something. I'm also no longer sprinting. I am no longer sprinting with all this. I need to give my pinky a break from actually being on the control key. Well, technically if it weren't so... Technically if it were easier to... It's a lot harder when I use different fingers for everything. I will say, though, that I am still using my middle finger for... I'm still using my middle finger for all the thingamajigabobs for the W key. However, I am now using my thumb for the control key and my... and my pointer finger for the spacebar instead of my pinky for the control key and my thumb for the spacebar. Because that way I can still do this. Yeah, I can still do this even while I'm giving my pinky a break. I will say, though, that if I ever needed to give my pinky a break from shift, my thumb would not be a good option. Mumbo. Yeah, Mumbo's the guy who presses shift with his thumb, and it hurts. Now let's see, do we have everything from that row? What about this? Okay, that row's has already been started to get taken out. Anyways, I appear to be able to use my pinky again for what do you call it? Okay, let's make sure I'm lined up so that I don't end up breaking the wrong blocks. But yeah, I can use my pinky again for control. It's had enough of a break. Yay! Let's just make sure that it's on the control key rather than... rather than the, whatchamacallit, rather than the shift key. That's what it is. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I realized I had shifted a bit. So it's no wonder I had spaces next door that were still filled. It wasn't because I hadn't gotten them, it was because I had gone to... Well, it was because I hadn't got them yet, but I wasn't supposed to have gotten them yet. Okay. Yep. Let's just make sure that we don't shift over too far. And it looks like that's actually the edge of where we're supposed to go. Honestly, digging out the wastelands biome, though, hard. It is murder. Just make sure to get... Now, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Look at that! That's an escapee that was a level above. That's a block that managed to evade us from a level above. Okay. It looks like that is not working. It looks like that is not working as I intended. Seven. If we get 7 there. Yeah. Honestly, the ores we don't have to replace with anything, actually. We don't have to replace the ores with anything, but it would kind of be the best if we did replace them with something. However, I am not going to be replacing that ore with something because I don't have any stone products on me. And considering that I don't have a whatchamacallit, well, you know, considering that I don't have a oh, look. That is bad. That is bad. Let's just be sure to get that. And, of course, this has also got to go. You see, that's the part about gathering sandstone. Every little bit that you can get, you must get. Even when you're to this point. Which most people would argue is not worth it anymore. I would argue that it is very much still worth it. What about that? Oh yeah, I can see it a little bit. Crap. Crap. That was bad. That was bad. That was very, very, very bad, actually. Seven. Yeah. Yeah, that cannot be seen at all. I think it might be time that the the third person bit was over. I will do that on the next layer, actually. A boop. I will also start the recording of this now. Now, one thing I don't understand what I'm doing is, why am I using the mouse scroll wheel? 7. Oh dear. I did shift over, actually. Yep. I believe that is where it... Unless I shifted over from that. And no, I did not. Surprisingly. 7. 7. Okay. This is Y level 61, and this is Y level 61. $60 is where it needs to be. Okay. Now, basically, for streaming cameras, do you need to use an expensive DSLR? No, absolutely not. Do you need to use a super... No. Will an expensive DSLR be worth it? Maybe. I mean, if the most you use it for is a tiny face cam with a green screen, probably not. Now, does that mean if you have a DSLR on hand, you shouldn't use it? No. You should not. No, it does not. Sorry. And honestly, if you have one of those on hand but not a webcam, it would probably make more sense to just use that and one of the Elgato cam links. Of course, if you already have the capture card, the cam link on hand, then I would say definitely use it. But, you know, it's not necessary. It is. Some people actually never go past a webcam for streaming. I'm probably going to be one of those guys because, well, to be honest, I'm one of those guys that does not see the need. I mean, to be honest, to get a DSLR new tends to be quite expensive, and I'm not the kind of person who recommends used products. Yeah. I do not recommend used products. I'm not one of those guys who recommends that, oh, you want a DSLR as a webcam? Go out and get one used. No, I'm one of those guys that says, you want a DSLR? well, if you want to get one used, I don't recommend using used products. Says the guy who has used 2 used webcams. I mean, this one was a gift, but here's the thing. My old one actually was not a gift, but, you know, my old webcam I bought it locally, actually, at a pay what you want garage sale. Yeah, apparently my old webcam on Amazon was in the hundreds of dollars, because, you know, to be honest, in 2009 it probably was actually worth that much. Yes, you heard me say that. You heard me correctly. 2009. Yes, sir, it is that old. Now, if you think about it, it's actually older than the C920. Actually, the current webcam I use, the Logitech C615, is also older than the C920. However, it is not 2009. Mine was 2011, whereas the C920 was 2012. Yeah, 2012. However, yeah. I still don't recommend buying products used. Especially DSLRs, because, to be honest, for more expensive equipment, generally you see, with more expensive equipment, generally you see less people upgrading and selling off their old equipment. So, technically, yeah. Basically, if it's less expensive, it is better. If it's less expensive, it is better to buy it used than if it's more expensive. There still may be a problem with it that caused it. Yeah, there still may be a problem with it that caused them to want to, you know, sell it off. But it is more likely than with the more expensive equipment that they just upgraded it and are selling off their old one. You know, for example, if you originally had a if you originally had a Blue Yeti and then upgraded to the Blue Bluebird, and then after that upgraded to the Shure SM7B, now you're probably going to sell at least one of those items off. The XLR one is the one that's more likely to be sold off, actually. Because technically technically, if you sell the XLR one off, you're less likely to be just screwed if something goes wrong that allows you not to be able to use it than if you sell the USB one off. Yeah, so technically it is a good idea to keep the it is a good idea to keep the USB one around as a backup. However, the XLR one will be your main one. So, for example, however, the other XLR one, which in this case would be the blue Bluebird, is definitely likely to be sold. There we go. And also, I do need to copy over the banner patterns. Yeah, I do need to copy over the banner patterns. The old banner patterns aren't any. Well, to be honest, the old banner patterns aren't really useful anymore. Yeah. I did just copy all the entity textures over from my old resource pack without really thinking about anything. So yeah, I just need to make sure that I do have all the correct ones. So for example, the horse texture, that will need to be copied over. Anyways, yes, there we go. There's my boat. I originally parked in the boondocks, but then thought better of it. We are already at 13 minutes and 44 seconds. Oh boy. Yeah. It would probably be a good idea to actually bring this water bottle up and wash it out. Also, I can't visit any villages while I have the bad omen effect. And ew. I also do need to make sure to make sure I'm not going completely past my base like I was. Ow. Ow. "5:41 p.m. Okay, that is good. Let's just be sure to... Let's just be sure to put all the stuff I brought with me away. And then afterwards to... Oh look, it's the naturally spawning ice arch. The naturally generated ice arch. Also, it appears that I am about to get hungry, however, the thing is, I at least don't seem to get hungry that super often. At least, or, well, you know, in Minecraft. Let's just put these. Ooh. I believe I might. No, not in there. I do. Oh, there. I do have some space for mutton. Anyways, do I have any space for chicken? No, I do not. So that is half a stack of pork. Anyways, we do actually need to go back up and go back to the desert and get all the stuff. I wish there were a way to just go straight through to it. Oh boy. I will say though that I am just going to go as directly as possible to it. So basically, no backtracking. If I do backtrack a little, I will be sure to stop myself. However, going through these mountains may not be the best. Yeah. I am actually going to go back home to my base, so scratch that on that. So scratch that bit on no backtracking, because I do need to take a shreepy. I do need to go shreepy a bit. Do 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 do. Doorway. Okay. Another thing I will say is that. Oh, cool. Well, for gaming, you probably don't need a. For gaming, well, I wouldn't say you probably don't need one of those fancy mechanical keyboards. You definitely don't need one of those. Especially if you make videos on the tubes. If you make videos on the tubes, then you will actually want one of those non-mechanical keyboards. One like I have. Its key presses aren't even registering. Okay, its keyboard is, but, you know, or no, its spacebar is, but... But that's the spacebar. The spacebar does tend to be loud. I will say, though, that my old keyboard was not quiet. It was not quiet at all. Another thing I will say is that if you... Another thing I will say about gaming is that open back headphones are a no-no if you use a microphone. a huge no-no, especially if that microphone is a condenser microphone. I will say that I do prefer dynamic microphones. Dynamic microphones are way, way, way better for that kind of thing. Let's be totally honest. Dynamic microphones are way better for that kind of thing. But, you know, I'd still say no open backs. Recording. Okay, it does indeed look like I actually got this. Or someone did at least. Yep, that one has been gotten. Buried treasure map. Paper, paper, paper. Paper. This had better not. Ooh. Anyways, I am actually doing a very... I am doing a very unsanitary thing in reusing boats, but... yeah. I will say that in Java we do tend to have better buried treasure markers. And look at that, you see? Ironic ingots, some, prismarine crystals, the heart of the sea, some, that's cooked. Cooked salmon, cooked cod. Anyways, let's actually take the chest as well. And yes, of course, we are leaving it. Oh yeah, we are going to be over 6 minutes. We might even be over 7 minutes on that bit. I will say that regardless of how long the time lapses are, this is going to be a really long episode. Yep. Just casually killing cows on our way. Because... remember, guys... remember, guys... I can't remember what it is, but something is one of the most important sources in the world. And also, Mr. Literature fell on a gun and sued them all for 3 years. Unfortunately, Mr. Literature fell on a gun and sued them for 3 years. And also, if you are under the age of 18, do not watch it because to be honest, that is actually It is actually on my sister's channel, which is an 18+ channel. And also, if you are under the age of 18 and can watch it, do not say in the comments, otherwise we will have to ban you. You know, lying about your age to Google is a very, very bad thing to do. I did not realize that I didn't even notice that there was a bit of floating sand. Okay. Yeah, that is good. Let's just make sure to... Yeah, we don't have any of those other shipwrecks there. Oh, right. Right, that is right. Let's just... Let's just reload my YouTube page because YouTube was having problems earlier. They've been fixed. Yeah, they be broked, but they be fixed. Or no, they be broked, but they be fixed. I also discovered that going through it is not one of the best ideas in the world. I wonder if this is actually faster or the other way is faster. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I was able to see that. Well, I know why. It's because I wasn't looking in the right place. But it looked big to me. It looked seriously big. Ow. Ow. I forgot about that. Wait a minute, why is it black? And then it was like, oh, right, because... Well, let's see. Stop recording. A boop, overlay back on, but unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is actually all I've got time for. I really do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then please do hit that like button. Play Minecraft, watch Top Gear, get Pig. And RIP Top Gear, by the way. Bing. Yeah, and I do hope you've enjoyed. If you did, then please hit the like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But anyways, this has been Sadie Stamps. Cheers for watching, and I will see you later. Bye. Oh. Bing.